fans, you're back with Aaron Royal and Mikey Tenderfoot. We're bringing you more great IPW Hardcore Wrestling action right here on your UPN affiliate. But Mikey, this isn't like a regular show. We went to a big house show, Never Say Never, at Lumen Discovery School. We've got fan cam footage for all you great fans out there. You may not be used to seeing IPW this way, but we think you're going to like it.
Bottom line, it's complete, uncensored madness at Leoman Discovery School, home of the madness.
Home of the madness, that is IPW. Some of those big matches you're going to see tonight. It was supposed to be an old school flag match with Cuban assassin Fidel Sierra taking on Rastaman. All of a sudden, Fidel's saying he doesn't want a flag match. He has a different kind of challenge that we're going to see here in just a second for Rastaman.
Cuban assassin laying a challenge down for Rastaman. Not sure what it's going to be, but I'm excited about it.
Always excited when Fidel Sierra and Fantasy get on the mic. And then we've got Naphtali. Apparently he's going to be all over this show. He was supposed to defend that X title, the NWA Florida X title against Havoc. Havoc's still not in the building, but Naphtali guarantees he will be fighting somebody here tonight. And it's an Anarchy Rules match, you know, where they get the jersey, the ref jersey. You know about reffing. Whoever gets the ref jersey is the referee. Is that even feasible?
No, it's not, but for 7 months, Naphtali has been the IPW Florida Unified Cruiserweight Heavyweight Champion, whatever you want to call it. I think he's going to stay that way no matter what opponent he's in there with.
And he wants to get practice, he says, for that match later on tonight. It was supposed to be with Havoc. He wants practice for that Anarchy Rules match, so he says he's going to be the referee for the submission match between Justice and Jerrelle Clark. Getting practice, that sounds a little bit fishy to me.
Everybody wants to be Mikey Tenderfoot. Everybody wants to be a ref. Ever since I turned, it's now cool in society today to wear the stripes.
That's right, Mikey Tenderfoot, making all the young kids want to go out and ref, stay in school, and stay off the drugs. But we've got a huge main event tonight. It's going to be absolute madness. The heavyweight title, the hardcore title here in IPW Wrestling recently vacated, and we're going to have about 45 to 50 guys in a reverse battle royal trying to get that gold.
I'll be watching it safely from IPW headquarters. What about you, Aaron?
I'm going to be right here with you calling that match, Mikey. But let's forget about the main event. Let's worry about our first match. It's coming up in just a few minutes. But first, Fidel Sierra laying out the challenge right now.
Rastaman, you got me tonight? You think it's a flag match? Let me tell you something. You ever heard of a Jamaican flag match? Rastaman, you got to be out of your mind. I got a surprise for you tonight. You see, tonight you're facing Fidel Sierra, the Cuban heavyweight champion, WWC/XWF champion, the man from Havana, Cuba, along with the lovely Fantasy. And tonight we got a surprise for you, Rastaman. Fantasy, let them know.
Well, you know what, Rastaman? It's not going to be a flag versus flag match. Tonight, if you think that you have a chance at beating the man from Havana, Cuba, Fidel Sierra, you will get a chance at an XWF title, the WWC television title. But you know what, Rastaman? That is never going to happen. And one more thing, you better show Fantasy the respect that she deserves, because if you don't, it's going to bite you in the ass. Niemand, Rastaman, niemand wird sich uns in den Weg stellen. Niemand kann diesen Mann besiegen. Y mira, Rastaman, escúchame bien, porque tú no puedes con Fidel Sierra, porque Fidel Sierra es el hombre de Havana, Cuba. Fidel Sierra es un hombre de verdad. Y Fidel Sierra es número uno y va a acabar contigo para siempre.
All right, Mikey, here we go. It's Cuban assassin Fidel Sierra taking on Rastaman. This was supposed to be a flag match, but we just heard the promo cut earlier by Cuban assassin and Fantasy. They said no flag match. No one wants to see a Jamaican flag match, which is probably true. So instead, if Rastaman can win, he gets a future title shot against the WWC, XWF, PWI, NWA, whatever those TV titles are. Cuban Assassin is currently holding down there in Puerto Rico. Rastaman wants those belts. If he wins tonight, he gets a shot very shortly back here on IPW television.
That's true, Aaron Royal. And these aren't clips from the past 5 years of IPW. This is a new Rastaman versus Fidel Sierra old school flag match. I'm very excited. I've seen the past brawls between these two before. Cuban Assassin not known for his technical wizardry, but that's the key to his longevity.
The Cuban Assassin, he's no more as a guy who'll come in there and give out an ass kicking and take one to boot, but anyone who's watched him for long enough knows when he has to, he can definitely go to the mat and wrestle with the best of them. Right now, Rastaman getting the better of him, but we've seen in the past that Fidel Sierra definitely has been a top gun in this business, and like you said, you don't last for 47 years in the business of professional wrestling unless you know what you're doing on the mat.
Take a look at him devising his plan on the mat, taking his time. I gotta see, this is what a veteran does. He sizes his opponents up, he gets used to their style, and then he tries to reverse them. And you're gonna see Cuban Assassin try to do that here against Rastaman.
Yeah, definitely going to try to do that, especially when you.
And there it is.
There it is, exactly like you predicted, Mikey.
The technical punch, I told you, he was a wizard.
He's a wizard indeed, and part of his wizardry, you might say, comes from having Fantasy out at ringside. She's been with him for years now, and every time that she's not around, he seems to get himself in a little bit of trouble. But when he has somebody in the ring, at ringside there, I should say, to calm him down a little bit, to keep his head in the game so he doesn't get so frustrated and let that temper take over, he's been very, very successful indeed. So we're going to definitely have to see if she plays a part in the outcome of this match.
Well, who do you think was holding the flag during the match every time Sierra would hit him with the flag that led up to this match? It was Fantasy.
Sierra's hit Rastaman with a flag before?
Thousands of times. Haven't you watched the show? I mean, you do the commentary.
Well, I do the con. As crazy as things get here in IPW, Mud Baby Star Stevens, he seems to have.
I'm not going to ask him anything because...
Yeah, let's not go there. He's tried it with every mission.
You've got to stop.
He needs to stop right now. I was going to say, what is he doing? That looks like a dancing outcome. Falls flat on his face.
Let's call this over.
Yeah, that's very, very possible. Lawsuits for tenderfoot and steel. Yeah, as he just literally kicks next snap back, and that cannot feel good.
Eternal happiness for about $10.
Good to know, Mikey. I might use that in the future. And now this is where both of these men excel. Brawls before, I'd say a good 4 taking place inside the confines everywhere. But there you see Cuban Assassin back in the ring while I've got him a little bit.
They call that a Cuban reverse chinlock?
One great Cuban wrestler or another.
Speaking of getting things from places.
Getting things from places. Fantasy just walking a little bit of a different route there. Let's not bring her up. We'll see much just gorgeous teeth, as I like to say. Smile, baby. Smile pretty for the camera. But Cuban Assassin limping over to Ross the victory.
And that's why he hits that big Cuban Assassin, a little slow to get over, make that pull. Everybody, you've got to hook the leg.
Look at you stealing a page from me or Mark Zoutman from me and countless others, and they're saying it again isn't going to do much good. They're thinking of technical things such as for...
We're not talking about technical things, Pfizer, against a 280-pound black man like Rastaman.
I tell you what, PPW, you figure out what he's doing by Rico, winning matches, kicking ass and on the map. He defended it all over Puerto Rico, the United States, and he's one of the first firing coming back and ended off with an elbow across the face of Fidel Sierra.
Assassin, Fidel Sierra, whatever you want to...
Rope, but maybe not. Maybe he figures he doesn't have him longer. Oh, and he gave him time as he misses triple axle moonsault.
Wrong at you off, but it's time for the tenderfoot gamble now. The Cuban hits this unharmed.
$10, you got it, brother. Call it a push and not be trying to prop a guy's legalized gambling. Even if he was like Mikey Tenderfoot, would be administering account, and here he goes. Tell you what, have the decided advantage, but if things keep going...
And a song in his heart, and he's attracted here by Fantasy. Fantasy's making a difference just like we said she would. She's the deciding factor as Cuban hits Rastaman with the XWF/WWC/Cuban/whatever the...
One,
and
two.
that's it. Yep.
That's a 3 count. He didn't use a flag this time, ladies and gentlemen, but some chicanery nonetheless. Cuban Assassin takes advantage of Fantasy and uses that belt to his advantage. As of right now, no title shot for Rastaman.
All look so cool, hanging by the bleachers. Your friends all stop and stare at my spiky hair.
Saturday's only wrestling show, The Steel Cage, on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
I'm the Punch, and this is the hardcore giant, Ron Mimi.
And of course, this is our producer, The Foreign Object.
Join us Saturdays at 11 on Sports Radio 1010 The Team.
We're the home of the Bucks, the and now
IPW Hardcore Professional Wrestling.
it's every Saturday.
And stand up. There you see Naphtali in the ring for the Anarchy Rules match later on. And Jerrelle Clark. These two guys.
You're right.
The Justice gets put on the ropes, but there you see the Justice gave up already, and Jerrelle Clark's having Richie Rich coming in here to get some order restored.
He tenderfooted him, especially all the whole Richie Rich and Star Stevens included.
Sending him out of the ring, both guys showing, yeah, you Naphtali, we want your titles, and just for coming out to screw with us, this is what you get. I heard them talking about that in the back, they'll take him down with a shoulder tackle, at least at the arm bars and such down on the mat at a slow-paced match. These guys are going to do what they do best, which is fly around the ring and hopefully be able to lock in some sort of submission at the end to get the victory.
I'm not sure why they decided that this should be a submission match. Justice is well-versed in submissions, but he's better known for his kicks, his 450s, and his excellent kung fu chicanery.
Actually, the way the Lehman show was put together, all the matches had special stipulations. It was a special brand house show for our fans here at the Lehman Discovery School. And right now what Jerrelle Clark is discovering is that when you get kicked across the face by Justice, it hurts very, very badly. And there he goes for a submission move, a Fujiwara armbar type maneuver there. But then Jerrelle able to get over and reach the ropes very, very smartly. Even if you're not going to submit now, in a submission match especially, you don't want to weaken any body part to the degree that it's going to hurt you later on.
Justice showing the Japanese influences, hitting elbows, and now Jerrelle returns, but that's not his forte, and Justice gets the German suplex here, but there are no pins in a submission match.
And there you see Richie Rich. A lot of times referees will forget themselves. They'll go down to cut the pinfall, very smartly staying alert, realizing this is a submission match, Justice. You can't pin him. You might have had him there with that cradle suplex, but instead, you got to get up, you got to make the man give up. There's not going to be any 1-2-3s in this match.
Split-legged moonsault going to the Justice, trying to wear down Jerrelle, but cannot pin a guy in a submission match. How many times?
Now Jerrelle Clark has Justice Prime in the corner. Jerrelle able to reverse it again. And
2004, 5. You're going to see a lot of reversals all day. He was thinking about the reverses that he's not going to reverse.
All right, I'm glad you explained. These guys think that they're going to get enough of see Justice. I'm not sure exactly what that submission. I'm much more aware of than myself.
It's a bind with I'm not sure what else said.
Because Justice, there may not be any quickly, and there he goes into a single leg
Boston Crab.
Exactly.
Man. But you have to test your body part. Justice is back.
Even a match where a guy's going to be definitely keen. A lot of trouble, and Jerrelle a little bit of trouble there. Chokes him on that rope, knocks both. And this is not a Falls Count Anywhere match. He's got a ring, but obviously he's going to do a little bit more punch.
Very athletic is that Justice.
Boy, Lex Lovett.
No.
I have Lex Lovett on the brain, I suppose. You have a little bit of a factoid for everybody.
Tenderfoot fact of the week.
Next week, he's in a three-way match with Steve, a Falls Count Anywhere match. Should be, guys, if you look away for a split second, he's going to be taking on Naphtali, who's supposedly quite the high flyer himself. And here goes Jerrelle Clark, and able to more time. This guy's coming out, and he's to Justice. He's battled Justice many seat Naphtali. So both these guys they're putting their friendship aside.
Well, going for a move there, and is able to locking in that Boston Crab to one.
All right there, and here you see he's a little bit worse for wear. We're not why he can pull a move on you out of nowhere, going for an armbar submission, and Jerrelle Clark luckily able to pull a Rich. You've got to break the moves when you're on the rope.
And Jerrelle Clark is channeling the mighty as the Justice is tapped out. Justice got.
We haven't seen him be the kind of guy that they were not the better man tonight. This match could hang their head in any way.
You can see where he gets his style from. They pan out.
No, it didn't pan out. What, for the grace of common sense, go up.
Going up to the top.
Going to go for another type of submission maneuver. You've got to get back up, put the guy in a...
It's slow to get up from the pain. Flying head scissors is Justice out.
That's it, all right. He went Justice.
I drive up to our school. Your friends all look so cool, hanging by the bleachers. Your friends all stop and stare at my spiky hair and at my punk rock t-shirt. You are the girl for me, only you can see me. Your eyes are not open. You're shy and one of a kind, and you'll never find a guy who will love you more. I see you in the hall. I You over there at the hot dog stand. You over here with the dad.
All right, fans, you hear Havoc definitely comers, and I think we know from the music, and there he is. It's one of the top like this pretty fly, very, very Naphtali. I'm not sure if the kid was his challenge, especially in a match like this, and whatever they want. They're the man with the
True Aaron Royal, and personally, what hard is. I'm from 8. You know what?
Yeah. No, I don't look at anybody else's notes. I look at somebody else's and really confuse myself. He had his first pro match against the Fuse about his heritage. They always take some advantage of Naphtali. He's very hard, but throws him down for the slam. Have to do in this division, and with a man like that right to him, not giving him a chance.
Debut was at the show, so I know what this pretty fly cat can do.
Exactly what this kid can do. It may not be that you would surprise as well at just how great.
Naphtali is also a trainer at the Florida Wrestling Place. So
Belts, love or hate him, you got to entertain the fans. And the match that you're Havoc, who no-showed this match, that young whippersnapper Punk aging a key, kicked me right in the face. I rolled to the outside of the ring.
And Aaron, speaking of title defenses, I got to do it.
That's right. I do stand so much going on here in IPW. The guy from the Super 8, the guy, whether any of the guys in the AOD like
match, and we will be there.
Yes, you will. The AOD all to climb up and get the shirt, but he actually brought a ladder, which is made for people. And one of these guys, whoever gets up there and gets that ref on the shot, right on his head, being a great deal of pain.
Naphtali able to get away from that move. He's
150 pounds soaking wet with 2 is enough. And there you see Naphtali. He thinks
like good for pretty fly, and he's still, but he's not coming through. I'm disappointed.
Pretty fly known sometimes for maybe being a little. Naphtali leaped over and thought he was going to get the climb of chairs, knocking it on the way down. Luckily for him, that was inside the ring and not on the being in control of this match. I would not believe in the NWA Florida ex-champion. Hardy's match. We'll just gloss over the remark. He'll talk about it. Oh, and there you see pretty flag moonsault there. Exactly. I don't know. I'm just so used to finding him up with these new age names and able to get the ladder in a position to fly, not knowing what he's thinking either. But he knows to get up there and stop Naphtali.
It's a battle for the shirt. Again,
this school of wrestling, they go for that. And that just shows you don't have to do a maneuver, and somebody loses an he might have been killed in the ring by now. Let's see Pretty Fly in this Steve McNair jersey.
Once again, Naphtali is going to prove he's too jacked up for Pretty Fly, and he's...
Look at this, Naphtali always finding last match.
Tremendous Japanese arm drag. You might have gotten confused. They're so high up. It's a big Yakuza kick.
Don't
straight
be afraid.
From Japan.
Crying out loud. Leave the kid alone. Oh, you can't?
Well, you can.
Back with some maneuver like this. The fans Naphtali will have none of it. In fact, it's tough to come out here and be hated. He's starting to...
Naphtali, the king of old school, or...
Oh, no, Naphtali, he might have been left well down from that kick to the head, a little bit delayed. Missions, he can do whatever he wants, and as we just had. Justice and Jerrelle Clark time. That match also next Saturday, the 20 count. Another quick 2 count. He gets this kid 1, 2, 3.
It's just like, put that down. No, you can't play with that.
Mikey took a foot. Oh, and there he drops it. Oh, look, the fans stole the ref shirt. It's predicament. But they were a little bit scared of, and if he could ever figure out a way to get this
Big Fly going for the count once again, not hooking the leg.
Would have been your finisher, kid, but it took you about, oh my
That's
goodness.
a ghetto.
We got a lot of different maneuvers there. I thought maybe he'd be a champ,
Two,
dude.
put on the rope. I'm a senior official.
Listen, see that. 1, 2, 3 on the champ.
I haven't studied my matches. I got you wrong.
Wanted to do. Oh, and Naphtali taking it. Kicked Jerrelle Clark right in the chin. If I'm Naphtali and I'm smart, he's going to be the referee. I told you it's
St. Petersburg, Florida. Huge. He's down. Naphtali getting a lie. He's going to try to grab that ref shirt and make the pin.
Havoc. Now, is that a coincidence? Naphtali, the guy that is Havoc's now. I have a feeling that wasn't a coincidence. Anarchy rules match. Head.
Justice coming in for some revenge.
But he's still your ex-champion. We're going to have fans. We'll be back right after.
Hardcore stuff. My way of life. Chaos. You thought we were... I wouldn't join that. My life depended on it. Freak who stole it from me trying to injure... It's not going to happen. Never in IPW to leave my side for him. So I'll see the rest of you and win that belt.
It's Aaron Royal and Mikey Tenderfoot back at you, Jack. He has his sights set. It's for the hardcore title. It's going to be going to be defending that title next 22nd of March, 8 p.m. And they're going to be in there. Vicious and will get a shot at the
Alaska for his underwear. You told him that while he was gone, screwed up with you in boldness, Aaron Royal.
Going to be the Shane brothers as the champions. Are they going to get those titles back from the Road Warriors? Will it be the Road Warriors that have to face Marvelous?
Road Warriors, Shane Twins.
It's time for that big event reversal right now. Wait for any kind of intros. They're already out. You see one of the other Davis brothers out there on the season. Frankie Capone, your former TV
state that it's reverse battle royal, so therefore, instead of
Heater all out there fighting each other. Heater taking a big chop from right to Heater and throws him in the ring. He's
himself by going into the ring, what kind of move is that? Whatever that guy is.
But right now, Cannon just dropping a leg right across the head of that kid. I heard him say, "What about me? What care?" Star Stevens out there in the middle of the ring realized he's a referee. This has already haven't even gotten started.
Because Death Row Jethro was let out of jail behavior, he's now called the recent unrated Jethro.
Yes, he is. I can hear. There you see Lennox. Was she eliminating the outside of the ring apron?
Up with this. Apparently with the fan cam.
Boys in this too? What is this just you're about to have to call this match all by your business to take care of? Test the kid.
Okay, the rest of this madness with you. I'm not even and there's a pink flamingo and a Tommy Dreamer. No, that's more the way hole. There's stuff going on in the ring that I have to see to be able to call it. Once again, Cannon stomping the life out of everybody, and James Hendricks and whatever Davis twin that is, button heads. Aaron Royal is down already. I am not surprised. Richie Rich throwing Aaron Royal around. Aaron, you're rolling around in your own filth. What are you doing? What ideas were going through your head? Were you in the toilet and Kubiak was in there and he just, saw you in the other stall and drug you out here for this? Explain this to me next week, Aaron. Please, I'm begging you. More Aaron Royal for you tender viewers. I'm not sure if that's a wise idea for ratings, but either way, we get enough of him here on IPW Hardcore. And Kubiak with a board with barbed wire on it, stabbing Chaos. That's just plain disgusting. Mark Gold going crazy, trying to get himself over with the fans of IPW, not happening. And Concession Boy head is supposed to be so greasy that you can't get through the flesh, but Chaos, or Cheos, if you will, is doing a good job. Concession Boy bleeding from the forehead, Star trying to get a hold of the situation. I'm not even sure I can get a hold of this situation. Aaron Royal, is he going to be please eliminate Aaron Royal, somebody, to save us from the beatings, and Aaron just stinking up the view here. Scotty Hotshot in the ring. I'm not sure if he would, just leave already since he's eliminated. Some of these guys don't know when to leave. Speaking of not knowing when to leave, there's Concession Boy, straight from his trip from Chicago. He didn't mean to go to Chicago, but he was last seen running up 275, chasing after a Twinkie truck, and that wasn't driven by a heater. You just would think so. Speaking of heater, that's the one guy you could describe with 2 words: hot pink. And he's getting a leg choked out. Aaron, buddy, if you're gonna watch this, please, no more. You're not a wrestler. You can't handle it in there. You can't hang, kid. Like Concession Boy, he can't hang, but he's still on top of on Kubiak. He's doing a better job than you, Aaron Royal. That's pretty insulting. What is he doing? That's what's good for you, kid. That'll learn you proper, matey, as Fritzy would say. Swabbing the poop deck. That's, screaming for his life like a stuck pig. What's going on here? In the ring, more madness. These guys are all eliminated. And Aaron Royal still on the floor. Aaron, I'm begging you. And Aaron Royal being thrown right into the post. Fans, enough about Aaron Royal, but I'm here to plug the March 22nd event here at the Florida WrestlePlex. Rod Steele, the IPW Heavyweight Champion, putting his belt on the line against the NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion, Billy Fives, who is also putting his belt on the line in a double title match. That's going to be insane. Rod Steele, by God Steele, the booty killer, filler, Thriller. The IPW fans might accept him as the champ. The fans don't write the record books. The Alliance of Defiance does. Aaron Royal, is he going to get shot by Mark Gold? Because if he is, you can't sell that, brother. You can't sell that. What have I told you? Week in, week out, don't ever make Mark Gold look good. Because he sure doesn't do it himself, I should say. Kubiak, the hardcore monster, he's won some of Aaron Royal too, but our security guard getting in the way there and getting clevered in the process. Good for you. Here trying to attack Cannon. Not going to happen, kid. Sorry, I see a beating in your future. Look at Lennox working over Scotty Hotshot. That's WrestlePlex training, my friends. Lennox is one tough cookie Don't let all the muscles fool you. She's smart in the head, as opposed to any other place in her body. But either way, Tommy Dreamer walking by, I'm not sure who that is. Star Stevens, he's got to tell all these people, he's got the job of telling all these people that they've got to go to the back and go eat their post-match sandwiches. I'm still not. Aaron Royal is in the ring. He has finally been eliminated. Good for you, Aaron Royal. Everybody's proud of you. Nobody still likes you. And there's a trash can for Heater. That's beautiful. Oh, big super kick by Cannon. Heater is down, just like in those movies he made. My left arm is getting numb, my chest is getting tight, but it's not a heart attack or a tendergasm. It's my heart going out to these competitors. They're dishing out the whoopings like hot porridge, bowl by bowl, blow by blow. There's a pink flamingo. You know, they always say if you play with tigers, you get covered in yellow hair, but if you play with a pink flamingo, you get covered in red blood, and that's just what, and you see an example of that. Everybody's getting juiced because of that darn flamingo, that meddling flamingo. I'm putting that flamingo under suspension for the next 2 months. I don't care what Eddie Edwards has to say about it. I know he likes to hang out with pink flamingos. I've seen his front lawn. Either way, I'm decreeing it right now. The offense is a tenderfoot, and steel with an A have not. And speaking of pink flamingos, oh, that could break a nose. Lennox is down, and I believe she is out. Not out as in unconscious, out as in eliminated because she's in the ring. Either way. Speaking of being out, Tommy Dreamer is also out, or marks out if you will, as is Death Row Jethro, or the recently exonerated Death Row Jethro. Or excuse me, there wouldn't be Death Row if you were exonerated. Either way, Kubiak and Rastaman are throwing blows like big bears on the outside. I gotta say, Kubiak is my favorite to win this Battle Royal. What is Chaos trying to tell us? Eliminated! And apparently Chaos has been eliminated. I'm not sure if you got it from that, but either way, and Lennox is still down from that pink flamingo shot. That's something to deal with right there, folks. Pink flamingos are no laughing matter here in IPW. They've been running rampant for the past few years. I'm putting a stop to it right now. Kubiak and Rastaman are the only two left apparently in this bloody battle. Oh, big shot there. And then momentum takes Kubiak in the ring. Rastaman, I keep calling him Navy SEAL, I'm getting excited, has won this Battle Royal. I'm going to leave you with this bloody footage of Rastaman enjoying his victory. He's going after. He has won the IPW vacated hardcore title. He is your new champ. I'm going to leave you with that. Join us next week for more tender action on the same tender channel with IPW Hardcore.